Hi guys, we are painting some base layers on these dragons. Earlier when I was doing the white and now I am doing the black, and these are just like foundation layers. I've washed them and I've done a primer layer. So these dragons are the Draken kit, and this is an alternative reborn doll. And if you don't know what an alternative reborn doll is, it's basically similar to a regular reborn doll, or instead of like a traditional doll, these would be more of a fantasy or an alternative. And so I have a bunch of dragons that I'm making and some snails, if you see the snails to the right. And I'm also doing some riders, so there'll be little snail riders. This leg that I'm working on right here is a large dragon. It is the Draken kit by Sarah Millman. And I'm making the two of them. And it'll be white colored base and one will have a black colored base. Second or third coat. The first one was a primer or sealer. And now I'm just kind of going over building layers. It's finally starting to cool off in here. I was dying earlier. It's been raining a lot here in North Carolina, and I'm so happy that it's finally starting to dry out a little bit. Granted, I have the air conditioning on, but yeah, so I'm going to be making these dragons for the upcoming the Federation Doll Convention in New Orleans. This leg right here will be two of the really big ones. They have massive bodies and some really cool wings. I'll show you in just a second. This is vinyl, and so I'm using a special kind of paint that adheres to vinyl, and I've also primed the vinyl so the paint sticks really well. Reborn FX is the actual paint that I'm using. This was specially made for vinyl adhesion. And as I get started, I'll do these thin coats just to make sure everything sticks very well. And as I build layers, you also start seeing more opacity. But these dragons are going to be so badass. I cannot wait. I have been saving them in my stash for a special occasion. Show in New Orleans is the special occasion, so it'd be really awesome to see some of you guys if you're in the area. July 24th through the 2nd of August. All right, we got another leg down here. So let me show you the wings. They're pretty cool. So this is the body. And then the wings sort of just fit into like the body. Like that. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll answer anything that I can. So the large dragons, these ones right here, do not have a cloth body. They are fully vinyl. All the pieces just sort of fit together into that body unit. I continue to build these layers, the opacity of this black will like get stronger. It has these really cool ridges. I'm just going to get in here with my paintbrush. I adore this sculpt. It is probably one of the coolest dragon sculpts I've ever seen. And I am so lucky that I get to make two of them. Granted, they're going to be huge. So cool. Hopefully. So for my color scheme, I am thinking of doing a white and a black sort of Angus moth. So you'll see like orange and oranges and greens on the black and the white. And then I'm also going to do like my signature where I do rainbow as well. So yeah, we're just going to keep building up these layers one by one. So I'll put this layer on, I'll let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow, the next layer, I'll start building up the opacity and start getting rid of like this vinyl color underneath until it's gone completely. So I'm probably going to make these purple spur. You know, like I feel I learned that in A Court of Thorn and Roses. Purple spur. Airbrush. I have, when I do masking, I like to use this stuff. It stinks like, ugh, death. And again, this is just a base layer, so it's very light. It's going to be so cool. The face. Those details are just like next level. I can't even. So cool. Okay, let's do a little white on these guys. Purple spurs. I'm doing it with white because I want to go over them with like a rainbow color, I think. As any artist would know. So tomorrow I am going to the foam and fabric store and I'm going to show you the little dragons in just a minute and see if I can find some fabric that will match the bodies so I can make them a dinosaur tail. Lyra, the pocket dragon, which are the little dragons, I want to do an earth, wind, or actually an earth, water, and a fire. This is the pocket dragon. Isn't he so cute? This is sculpted by Jade Warner. And I have three of them. All together, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 8 dragons in different sizes. But I can only fit so many projects up here, so I'm gonna do these 2 bigs, 3 littles, the elemental snails, the brownie riders, and once I get everybody that I have here done, then I will bring out the other 8 dragons. And they have vinyl half shells, which is something I've never made before. And really excited and intimidated to see how I can design a vinyl shell for the dragons to sit in. Almost. We're making an alternative reborn doll. This is a vinyl dragon kit. So it's a doll, essentially. It's a dragon doll. It was sculpted by Sarah Melman, and her sculpt was poured into vinyl. Or, you know, they created the dragon kit out of vinyl, and I purchased the kit. And now I am turning the kit into a doll by hand painting. And I'm using Reborn FX. This paint right here. It's a custom paint made for vinyl adhesion. And so I will go over the vinyl in layers so that I can make sure that it dries thoroughly and the durability over time. But being an alternative reborn artist, I also do push the paint to its maximum adhesion because I want that opaque, you know, the very where no light can get through. I want it to be very not thick, but just so that it coats all the vinyl. And I've been practicing with air dries now since 2020. So as a first layer, you're going to have some pounce marks and things, but as we continue to keep building up, those will disappear. Alrighty, let me just make sure I got all these little ridges filled well, first coat and all. Mist over here. I haven't seen the Burrows. We just started that one on Netflix. Actually, we're already on the like 6th episode. It's kind of one of those. It's really good, actually. I'm enjoying it. So if you're looking for another show to watch and kind of just binge watch on, the Burrows is on Netflix. It's been pretty cool. If you're into aliens and such. Okay, so we'll let that dry overnight. Here is the white I just have one coat of primer on this one. And honestly, I almost could do a second coat because that one's so thin, but I don't know. Thanks for joining. Peace and